What is the most challenging negotiation you've ever faced, and what strategy or tactic helped you turn it into a win? Sole supplier negotiations in heavily regulated industries are super tricky. Most people misconstrue the sole supplier relationship. All right, so folks at the sole supplier may have a take it or leave it position, thinking that, well, the customer has no choice but to work with us, the sole supplier, and that's super corrosive. Now, buying organizations, on the other hand, treat the sole supplier like a team of wayward employees, not as a separate legal entity. And that's super corrosive because they actually are not your employee. They are an independent legal entity. So turning around these conversations requires acknowledgement that both companies are working together for a good cause, such as manufacturing high quality aviation equipment for commercial airlines. And keeping the focus on this purpose for the relationship will create more camaraderie and a more level playing ground on which to negotiate. So, for example, a gentleman went from a utility to the supplier's main location to negotiate for years and ever and a day. And I have been supporting this particular client for many years. They always, the buying organization always forced the supplier to come to them. And this time, um, the negotiator on behalf of the utility flew to the supplier, and he had a chance not only to meet leadership face to face on home turf with in their offices, but also tour some of the manufacturing facility, meet some of the folks that work on the account, not necessarily directly related to negotiations. And that human approach can really change the tone and tenor of what could be adversarial sole supplier negotiations. So I highly encourage you to take that human approach with sole supplier negotiations. I know I certainly have, and I've been very, very successful. In fact, with that very same supplier, um, about 2016, I was able to turn those negotiations around.